So the first video for update 12 is going to be on the Yat-Sen. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but this new Pan-Asian battleship. It's a tier 9. It's available for doubloons in a little bit. I'm not actually sure when it exactly comes to the Armory for doubloons, but it'll be 19,300 doubloons, and apparently it's also in a Prime Gaming drop. Coming up as well. So we'll see what it looks like. As you can tell, very Russian in its design. The reason I'm so excited for this thing is it's actually got good secondaries. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But 32 on the bow, you got a gigantic, almost half icebreaker, but honestly at this angle, protects your Citadel quite nicely. And you're going to need that because the Citadel is very exposed here. So even though we do have some pretty significant armor, well, not so much here in the middle. You've probably seen this hull before on the Tier 9 Sovietsky Soyuz, I think, is what this comes from. Yeah, pretty big Citadel. So keep that in mind if you do end up playing this ship. It's going to be quite easy to Citadel if you give full broadside. But that's the thing about this ship. I don't think you're going to need to give much broadside ever. You basically just go bow in, and what are they going to do to you? That's the whole Russian battleship concept, right? Is this superstructure is tiny, guys. It's so small. So you're very, very, very tanky already. And, well, we haven't really talked about the guns yet. So 457s, more overmatch at tier 9. Starting to look a little bit like a Georgia, huh? 26-second reload base and all right dispersion, but the range kind of suffers, right? We only have 19 kilometers of range. I haven't buffed these at all because the build I've started with, well, I haven't played yet, but the build is a full secondary build. Actually, well, hold on. Let me get this yet so our secondaries live. So the reason for this full secondary build is these secondaries have the same dispersion as Georgia, Prince Ruprecht, Schlieffen. Best dispersion you can have on a battleship out of the secondaries. So they're not any more range, right? They're the more standard tier 9 range at 10.5 kilometers, which is pretty standard for all battleships now. Although you do get that increased or better dispersion, smaller dispersion circle. And they're 152 millimeters. So you're going to pen 30 millimeters base. I haven't gone with IFHE, but that's something we could test out. 12% fire chance looks pretty spicy though. 3.8 second reload with this full build. I'm definitely going to try it. I do think a full tank build could work really well here as well. Since, well, 457s are pretty powerful, assuming we have decent accuracy. And the best thing here is one of the consumables. We have a defensive fire on a secondary brawling battleship. This is so good to see. A big, big weakness of brawling battleships is they're so weak to carriers. Since you want to push in, and you're basically stuck on whatever angle or island or position you take, and you're a very, very easy target for carriers. So seeing a defensive fire here is nice. I'm not sure how good the AA is actually going to turn out to be. We'll see about that. But hey, it's at least something. The reason I say a tank build might be a good one to go for is with this special commander, like we talked about. Update 12, you can get this guy is for completing a collection, I believe. Here, this is actually going to be a better skill than I thought. I didn't even think there was going to be very many battleships that this guy could use, and turns out they're adding one. I should have known. Makes a lot of sense that you'd put a desirable commander for a new premium ship you're putting out. So yeah, getting extra consumable reload time is pretty spicy here. I don't think 1.5 million is going to be that hard to get for potential damage on this ship. We're taking Vigilance since we're probably going to push in. The turrets turn reasonably quickly as well. Improved repair party readiness is a consideration here since it also will stack. So your damage control, your heals will come back so quickly. Notice I'm actually not taking emergency repair expert here. So you're lacking a heal. That's what I've decided to give up. I do want the better concealment here. Given our shorter gun range, I still want to be able to push in. So we'll see. If I end up pushing very aggressively and I basically never use concealment, then I'll probably swap it over. We'll see. I'm always playing with these secondary builds. But hey, we'll see how it goes. Auxiliary armaments also buffs are an AAA. So when we pop our defensive fire as well, this auxiliary armaments mod actually gives us extra flak too. We can see that at the bottom of this skill. 2 extra flak every time we're using defensive fire. Hasn't been the most useful on battleships up till now, because on a ship with decent AA and a defensive fire, like a Vermont, for example, well, you're not going to run auxiliary armaments because you're hardly getting any value out of that. You're not a secondary build ship. Whereas here, I think maybe. We'll see. So let's take it into some games and see how it plays. Actually, really quickly before we do, just to show you how ridiculous this superstructure is, let's take a look at Georgia for a second. Yeah. So this thing is going to be very hard to kill. Look at how tiny it is. So yeah, we have a tanky battleship here with some secondary potential. I'm very excited to see how this thing plays. So welcome to the game. The first one I played here didn't go so well. This one, of course, is a small matchmaker against super ships. So second game we're playing here. We'll see how it goes. I'm not going to show you the first one because we ran into an enemy sub and the enemy's kiting flank. So we really didn't do much. I stayed alive and I was actually did all right, I guess, but not really able to show off the secondaries. What I did learn, though, these turret angles are absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, it's just insane how little angle you need to actually fire your rear turret, which is really, really nice. I also found out that this little shelf here eats a lot of AP pens, so you're definitely going to want to stay bow in instead of any sort of kiting. Even though the turret angles are decent while kiting as well, just tough to recommend that with that huge weak spot. It's very nice, though, to have the small superstructure. I will say I might want to change the concealment out for more healing. Because, again, last game I was able to... I got like a fireproof or something like that, so I ate a lot of damage early. And managed to stay alive, but having that extra heal might have been pretty nice. Looks like... might want to support on this south flank. We'll see. The turret traverse overall is pretty sweet as well, but the dispersion is pretty bad, which I don't think should be that surprising, honestly. It's a secondary build after all. So, yeah. 457s, though, do have some decent amount of overmatch. Looks like... do I want to push in and start brawling this Hanover? I don't know if I do. Our Hanovers are pretty passive. We haven't seen the enemy sub either. That makes things a little tricky as well. All right, so we're going to brawl a Hanover. That's going to be tough. He's got HE right away. Okay. It's a pretty big broadside target to hit. And decent dispersion, maybe? Yeah, 11k. It's all right. Let's go secondaries. Get in on this. 10-5 is the range on these. There we go. Get to see him in action. Of course, Hanover has way better secondaries. So this is really dumb. But hey, it's a really, really, really small game. I have no idea how the matchmaker ended up giving us this, but hey, that's what we end up with. 7,000 damage. Not good enough, certainly. But we do have a ridiculously small superstructure. We're pretty well armored as well. So that's all nice things. Not going to do much to that Kearsarge. Looks like there's an enemy sub behind us. And our Hanover's having fun. Seems to be enjoying himself. All right, so we got 39 secondary hits. Let's go. It's not too bad. The Hanover's looking a little worse for wear as well. A little bit of splash damage on the enemy sub. I kind of want to find this Kearsarge. Oh, this is a good opportunity. Try the AA out. One. Got one. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Alrighty then, Kearsarge. Let's see what we can do to you. Citadel's good start. Am I showing too much? I am. Bit too much side there. But, hey, you know what? We did similar damage, even though I'm angled at like a 35-degree angle. He's flat broadside. You know, it's a fair and reasonable battleship trade. Oh my goodness, dude. Why don't people take damage when they're flat broadside anymore? I don't know. I understand that I have the secondary build in that. But 7% is not going to make the difference between 0 damage there and a dev strike. Alrighty. I mean, it might be a better Georgia. We'll see as I play it more. It'll be nice to know what the secondary damage is here. Of course, we do not have very much damage in on soft targets. There's a lot of hits on the Hanover, so we'll have to keep that in mind as well. Please. Okay, we at least got one. And we're bow in, so we take less. Nice. Basically nothing because he didn't aim for our superstructure. And the enemy sub is going to take him out. I will say the front 2 turrets here have really good firing angles as far as the secondaries are concerned. I haven't really checked. I haven't had time to check on the rear secondary to see how broadside you have to be to get that firing forward. But so far, the dispersion seems pretty nice on these secondaries, as it should, right? Considering they have the best secondary accuracy in the game, alongside the German battle cruisers and the premium American ships. It's pretty nice, but yeah, you don't have the volume of fire on these secondaries. But they are all bigger, so they should do some decent damage. We've done 92k in such a small game. That's all right, I guess. It is a tier 9 after all. We do need to keep that in mind. Our expectations shouldn't be the damage output of a tier 10 or a super ship, especially when we fought against a Hanover. This Jean Bart would be nice to see. Again, I don't have IFHE on the secondary, so they only pen 30. But 30 is still decent, and the fire chance is really high. Alrighty. Oh, no, I just shoot, and then I spot the Jean Bart. Too bad. He's got AP, so we just angle in. That's really nice about this ship is the turret angle on the rear and the just insanely small superstructure. That's really, really awesome. All right, so the Conqueror is going to go broadside. How much are we going to do to this guy? What do you think? Wow, okay. He does tons with the HE. Oh, this video game. I understand. Guys, I fully am aware I have the secondary upgrade, and I do not have main gun accuracy upgrade. But do you really think 7% is going to change that? Yeah, another double fire. Oh, I hate playing World of Warships sometimes, man. This game sucks, bro. Oh, this game sucks sometimes. All right, I'm dead. Nothing I can do. Oh, how much health did we have? Did we have like 30, 40k left plus a heal? We died to 2 Conqueror salvos. All right, game number 3. Surely, third time's the charm, right, guys? This one's going to be so much better. Uh-huh. I think the game hates me. I think the game hates me. Yeah, not a nice welcome to update 12. I gotta say, another super ships game. At least it's a full match, right? At least we're not running into like 7v7s. Yeah, seeing. Oh my goodness, dude! I just want to play a secondary battleship and not feel like it's just torture. But hey, that is secondary battleships, and if you're gonna buy this ship, you should keep that in mind. It sucks playing secondary battleships these days, and you guys know how much I enjoy them. Like it's the part of the game that I enjoy the most. Up close, in your face, brawling battleships. I think it's the most fun in the game, and it's just not possible these days. It truly is so difficult. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever direction wargaming is going in, it is the exact opposite of the of these secondary brawling ships. Even though this ship seems to do all right in like the base stats and that, it looks fine. I'll fire right away. Fair enough. It seems like it would be all right, but my goodness, does it get absolutely crushed? Or maybe I'm just getting unlucky. Oh, that's possible. Wow, 7,000. Small superstructure, I said, by the way. Alrighty, so we've lost 20k. Just making it to this first island. Okay, that's pretty good. That's alright. Oh, guys, what do I do? What do I do? I think the answer is to not play secondary battleships. I think that's the answer. Alright. Oh, we're getting blind shotted too. That's good. Okay. There we go. We've made it. We'll use our first heal. Let the suffering truly commence. At least I've got an Edgar here. Like, if this guy wasn't here, my goodness, this carrier would be absolutely dumpstering us. So, we're getting a little lucky in that sense. Try and finish off the Amagiri. That'd be pretty sweet. Nice. Hey, at least the enemy subs on the other flank. We got to look at the positives, guys, all right? I'm trying to look at the positives here, okay? That's the dream. The dream is that the game is fun and happy to play. All right. I think we just got to chill. Like, that's the problem. That's the problem with these secondary battleships, man. They just... Tier 10 super ships, it's all so campy. Like, that was the first game, too. And I you know, the first game was super campy in that. And I was like, you know what, whatever. Sometimes games are just campy. But Tier 9 these days, you're getting pulled up into super ship games almost all the time. I don't see it going well. I really don't see it going well. Got ourselves a Yodo here. Unfortunately, we don't have spotting on him quite yet. I'd love to take a shot at him. Although, like you saw last game, dispersion sucks on this ship, and the hope of citadels should be non-existent here. So, I don't know. Yeah, we just don't have spotting here, and I'm permanently lit. Alright, so, here he comes. Not gonna quite pop my defensive fire for that. It's just rocket planes. How much could they do? Okay, not too bad. Send one last salvo out at the Musashi. And then, I don't know what. I don't know where to go from here. We don't have spotting out here. There's nothing mid. If we leave the Edgar's side, we just die to the carrier, which might happen anyway. World of Warships in 2023, guys. Welcome to modern day World of Warships. I'm very disappointed. I'm very sad. I'm sorry. This is such a crybaby, complainy, annoying video. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say right now, though. I don't know what... I don't know. Every patch, man. It's just like... I'm going to try and be positive for the rest of the video, guys. All right? I'll stop complaining. But no, deep down in my heart, I'm on tilt right now. Clausewitz middle. We can overmatch some of that. So that is a nice thing about this ship. We do get some overmatch, which is a... I said I wasn't going to complain. Overmatch is also kind of an annoying thing in the video game, too. Okay, positive. Positive, positive. Think positive. You're getting struck by a carrier. That's positive. Hey, a full pen. I'll take a full pen. He whiffed his drop. There we go. That's positive. He wasted that. Mecklenburg here. Balwan. See, this is where we want to have like long-range, accurate battleships, right? We want, hey, like a Satsuma. It's a pretty good ship for this kind of thing. Our turret traverse is pretty good. Our turret angles are pretty good on this ship. Our citadel is weak, though. So you definitely want to choose when you turn carefully. We do have a lot of HP. Like for tier 9, 80k HP. It's pretty solid, honestly. I do think that might be a reason to swap from Conceal over to Extra Healing. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet, but that would be something I would look at in the future. Is, do I really make use of the Concealment, or would I get much more value out of the Extra Heal? It'll take some time to determine. But having extra HP is nice, and the fact that this commander allows us to maybe do a little better job of getting to those heals. That's with that 1.5 mil potential damage perk. Although I don't think I've activated it yet. Maybe I did last game. Might have been a blind fire in on the Edgar here. Don't mind me, just driving in circles here. Okay, we got lit on fire. Good. All right, we got some gameplay going. Let me click my R key, and then there we go. Played the video game. Now let's do it all over again. Our Yamagiri got crushed. All right, that's good. Okay, 16,000 damage. As you can see, World of Warships is an action game. My goodness, I am being very passive-aggressive in this video. As soon as I'm not, like, directly, openly whining and complaining, it's just passive-aggressive instantly. That's crazy. I'm sorry. Again, I'm sorry. Wasn't I just apologizing last rotation? Why don't we go in a circle of, hey, I'm sorry for being toxic and complaining, to, oh, something frustrating happens, to realizing I'm doing nothing while playing a video game, to complaining about it, to going and apologizing next to the island again. We're caught in an infinite loop, guys. I don't know how to get out of it. Alt F4? Is that the advice I'm hearing? Alt F4? That might work. And I don't blame these guys for not pushing. I don't blame these guys for not pushing. I don't blame these guys for not pushing. Our Slava's pushing. I don't know how that's necessarily going to go for him, but I don't blame anybody for not pushing. Super carriers, man? Yeah, right. I don't blame the super carrier player either, as frustrating as it is that people are playing them. It's not the player's fault, it's the designer's fault, right? He says as he's complaining and said he would be positive. Look, we're at the other half of the circle, okay? I have to complain at this side of the circle, all right? I'll apologize again once we get back to the island. Don't worry. We're coming up to it soon. Oh, man. Oh, there goes Edgar. Okay. Yep. Okay. So any AA support is gone. We're dead. We're actually dead. I guess we'll see how good this defensive fire gets. Definitely worth the turn here. You know, maybe he wasn't going to come here the instant the Edgar dies. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, here it comes. Happy fun times. We're at the apologizing part of the circle. I don't know if I can, guys. I'm getting struck by a carrier. I want to complain. He sucks! He sucks! Oh man, they better buff these carrots. Okay, I guess I deserve that, Musashi. Show broadside, eat damage. Hey, you know what? I think what this is so... By the way, I'm sorry for complaining so much again. We're at the top of the circle, close to the island. I'm apologizing. What this shows is how bad battleships are, specifically secondary ones. There's just nothing to do here. You're basically just a piece of meat to be farmed out. That's kind of your role. Oh? Oh? Yodo? Okay, we got 3 overpens. It's only fair you don't get a fire. Oh, it worked. It worked. He's got so many torps though, guys. He's got so many torps. I can't rush him. I just die. Maybe he makes a dumb play and pushes out, even though he knows exactly where I am. No, he's smart. Fair enough. We're winning the other flank, which is good. Points are pretty neutral still. I don't know. Wait, did I say we're winning the other flank? I meant we're kind of getting the cap. Maybe losing that flank. At least the carrier's gone all the way to A10. So his flight times are really, really long. How healthy is the Vincent? He's pretty healthy. Lion, gone. Alright. Alright, let's see if we can sneak a shot through here. No. Alright, defense fire up. Here comes the airplane. Hey, we got one. Let's go. Let's go. 2. All right, how much do we take? Is this 30K? Surely not 30K. Okay, 20.
The ship is on fire.
A well-deserved 20,000 damage, I'd say. Also, notice that we can't even heal it all back. So a lot of that's permanent damage somehow with HE bombs.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on
See, I'm complaining. I'm at the bottom here. I'm closer to spawn. I gotta complain. All right, let's go back up to the island so I can apologize again. Right. I mean, we gotta make a play, I guess. I guess we gotta make a play. I don't know. Good thing Holland's on our side and is about to torp us. That's a positive. I should probably use this heal while I can, right? Yeah, okay, there's Holland. Hey, secondaries! Look at them fire! Alrighty. Remember how I said I was going to make a play and turn in here? Yeah, it kind of is hard to do.
The ship is on fire.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry that this is a long video with lots of complaining, guys. Oh, wait, I'm not close to the islands. I thought I had turned up to the islands. Hold on. Hold on. I get a little bit more time to complain while we turn. I gotta say, World of Warships 2022... Sorry, 2023. Very difficult to recommend. Very, like... At least this. If you're willing to play the carriers and stuff, yeah, it's pretty good. Gotta say, Louisiana, it's pretty fun to play. Mostly because the airplanes. Alright, now that we used our damage control, what do you think the Holland gets a fire the instant our damage control party goes down, huh? Alright, let's see it. Oh, it didn't happen? But I guess to farm us over the island. So, as we're approaching the island, maybe I can take that time to apologize for complaining so much. Oh, the carrier's back. Oh no, it's Musashi plane. It's the Musashi plane. See, it's fine. Okay. So, we're close enough that I feel like apologizing again. This is a long video full of complaining. I'm sorry, but this is a great, amazing example of why secondary battleships are so bad. 19,300 doubloons for this experience, guys. Think about that. Fun and engaging. Oh my goodness, dude. 30K. And I'd like to think I'm pretty good with these secondary battleships. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough out here. All right, let's find the Musashi flat broadside here and just give him a quick dev strike. Or the Holland is gonna come in and YOLO torp us. Either one. Yodo? Thoughts? I'm close to the island, so like I said, I shouldn't be complaining up here, but I really want to. I really want to. I can feel it. I really want to, bro. It's a light cruiser sitting in front of me. I overmatch him. Guys. Can you please see why battleships suck in this video game? I'm so sick of this class. I'm so sick of this class being so junk. Like, people think light cruisers are so hard to play. They're not. They're really not. Just sit in front of a battleship, man. Just try it. You'll take no damage. All right. That happened. That actually happened. Oh, I'm so glad this is the last video I make this week. I can't wait to not play this game for a couple of days. Oh my goodness, guys. I don't know what to say. I'm so mad right now. I don't want to make YouTube videos that are all negative and whiny and complaining and just hating on things. I don't. I don't. But it's just at my very core right now. That's all I want to do right now. I just want to tear this game apart with all of its problems. But I won't, because this is a new Tier 9 Premium, and I don't think you should get it. I was very hopeful, as you can tell from the intro of this video, that this would be a new, better Georgia, right? Smaller superstructure. It looks great on paper. On paper, this thing, you know, it's like, hey, it's the new tankier Georgia. You miss out on speed, but you gain a tankier ship. You still have secondaries that can kind of do something, I guess. Yeah, the actual experience of playing the game, though, is much worse. It's much different. Hey, at least the sunset in port is kind of pretty. So there we go. The visuals are pretty nice, at least. The perma camo here is pretty boring. If you didn't know, I am actually using the camo. Yes. I didn't just leave no camo on for this video. I try to use camos to try and make the ship look like it, but yeah, this one, okay. Okay, enough. This video's gone on too long. I've complained too much. I apologize if this ruined your mood or whatever. I understand that a lot of these videos are entertainment for you guys, and you look to them to just have fun and enjoy watching me play the game. So I appreciate you guys watching the videos. I try not to be all whiny and complaining all the time, but I guess this one's going to be that kind of video. So I hope you guys can understand that. I'll try to do a little better next week. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think of the ship. Maybe you've got it already. I don't know. I don't know when the doubloons, or it'll be available in the Armory. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.